So we are doing a double header today. And I went live a little earlier with Beverly Grandinson of Premier Health and Wellness. And tonight I have another special guest. Let me find them. So this I've been having these lives all month. Hello, Align Flow Chiropractic. Having these lives all month to really spotlight the amazing female members of the Holistic Business Network. And this month is Women's History Month or Women's International Month. I see there's this going by two names. And so what better way than to feature amazing people like the young lady we have here, Dr. Emma. I'm so excited that you have joined. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I am great. I am great. So let me share really quickly. First of all, I'll share who I am. In case you're new to the page, I'm Michelle Fletcher. I'm the founder of the Holistic Business Network. I am talking to different female members all month long in celebration of Women's History Month. And Dr. Emma is just like one of my favorites, super high energy, like not your typical doctor, because she is just so outgoing and fun. And so Dr. Emma, what I have been doing is that I have been talking less because I have a habit of talking too much, but I've been talking less, but asking you questions so you can share all the things about who you are and all of that. So we're going to get right into it. Dr. Emma, tell us what it is that you do. You can also tell us where you're located too.
Okay.
And then we're going to the other things. So tell us all about you.
Okay, well, I'm Emma, and I'm located right in downtown Fort Lauderdale. So my husband and I opened a practice about 2 years ago. We have a wellness chiropractic office. So we work with all ages. Really, we joke we work with anyone with a spine, but I would say that we mainly focus with a lot of younger professionals. Who are just stressed out, burned out, and feeling the effects of sitting at a desk all day. And so that's really what we work with. I personally see a lot of the women in the practice. So we see everyone from athletes to, again, professionals, as well as pregnant moms and even kids and babies too.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So first of all, I forgot to say how gorgeous you look. Your hair is like
Thank
amazing.
you.
Looks so amazing. It's like 8 o'clock at night. You probably had a full day and you look awesome. Like,
Thank
wow.
you. It
Okay.
doesn't always end up like this, but here we are.
This is a really good
Thank
day.
you.
You look great. So, I love both Dr. Emma and her husband. Oh my goodness, how did I forget your husband's name right now? Oh, it's
Honor.
Connor.
That's
I was
okay.
thinking Colin, but I was like, it's not Colin. Why? Anyway, and Dr. Connor, two amazing chiropractors here in Fort Lauderdale, and they are definitely positioned in the right place because downtown Fort Lauderdale is full of people that are going through the stresses of corporate and all those things. So they're right in the midst of where you can just make a pit stop on a lunch
Yes.
break and get adjusted or right after work or right
Yeah.
before you go into the
Yeah.
office, right? So you can start your day off right.
Even
So
better.
I love you and Dr. Khanna's story because it really gives a lot of insight into why you went into this profession. So can you share with everyone how you got started in this and your background and all the things?
Absolutely. Yeah. So I think both Connor and I always had a big desire to help people. And we always
Mm,
really we both had an interest in anatomy and physiology, and we knew we wanted to do something with that. And then when we got to our senior year, he actually did an
mm,
internship with a chiropractor. He comes from a big chiropractic family. His parents are both chiropractors, his uncle, his aunt. So he had that base, obviously. And then for me, growing up, my mom took me. It was just part of my wellness routine. She suffered from pretty debilitating migraines, and then she found a chiropractor that really helped her. So when I was born, that was just part of my wellness routine. I mean, I was active, always, falling off the monkey bars and playing all the sports. So it really kept me feeling and functioning well through my lifetime. And so that was my background. And then when Connor did his internship his senior year with a chiropractor, I started going back again and just really learned more about the philosophy of chiropractic. And that's how we fell in love with it. And then we just decided to go to chiropractic school together and really
I
help people. So,
listen. Shout out to your mom, okay, for bringing you at an
yes.
early age to the chiropractor. I love that. And I love even seeing babies. Like now you went to the
Yes.
chiropractor since you were little, and now you
Yeah.
get to adjust
It's
babies, as a
amazing.
chiropractor. That's amazing. That's like a 360 moment. That's so awesome.
I love it. It's so cool. And actually, the chiropractors I grew up going to see, it was also a couple, and their son ended up going to chiropractic school with me, and now he runs their practice. So it's a cool full circle moment.
I love that. So, there's so many avenues you can go into as a doctor. And I love you
Yeah.
guys that you took that more natural approach to health and wellness. So I commend that. I love it. So you didn't share how you and Connor both have like this athletic background too,
Yes.
that has helped you, like chiropractic has helped you on this
Yes.
journey through athletics and all of that. So please tell us like some of the things that you did
Absolutely.
and you still
It's a
do actually.
I still do. It's a huge part of my recovery. And I think, every year that I get older, not that I'm old, but obviously I'm not 18 anymore. So, when I'm a distance runner. I've been a runner pretty much my whole life. And my dad was a marathon runner. So I kind of took after him. And
Oh. I can't hear you. Did you mute, Emma? Hello?
can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you. Okay.
I paused for a second. But yes, so it's been a huge part of my recovery. I did run competitively in college. And so seeing a chiropractor really helped me. Anytime I had an injury, helped me heal quicker. And then now, just in my adult life, I do still train for marathons and half marathons, and I find it really helps decrease my, again, risk of injury. And then it just helps me bounce back a little bit quicker from workouts and recovery. Connor definitely is a big athlete. He named sport, he played it. Soccer and lacrosse were two for him. So very like physical, obviously sports there. And
Yeah.
he was getting regularly adjusted by his parents growing up. So, that definitely helped him, and we both adjust each other. We were both each other's first adjustment when we were in chiropractic school. um, so we regularly adjust each other. I'd say we both get adjusted about twice a week. That works well for us.
Well, isn't that convenient to
Yes.
have your partner that can also adjust you while you adjust them? That's the best.
I think Connor would argue at certain points that maybe it wasn't a good thing, because I'm like, every little thing I had going on, Connor, can you adjust me? But he's been a trooper, so.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And I love that you touch on how chiropractic helps athletes because, and I know that you share a lot of times, you have a lot of athletes that come
Yes.
in that are your patients. And I think that is so phenomenal because athletes, my daughter's plays travel soccer and just the wear and the tear on their bodies. And I don't know, I feel like more than ever today, they train really hard and play so many games. Their bodies, I feel like it's more intense now than ever. So I'm so grateful for doctors like you that are actually able to help with the recovery and in between stages. So
Absolutely. You think about it. I mean, we talk about stress, and there's good and bad stressors for our body. Like your daughter playing soccer, it's good, right? She's being
yeah.
athletic. But again, you're right. There can be a little bit of damage done to the vertebrae and the spine, so it's great to get it looked at and catch it quicker.
Yeah.
Really, any hard workout is gonna push things out of alignment. So if we can get that adjustment in right away, that's going to prevent any degeneration, arthritis in the future from building up. So it's awesome for our athletes to get adjusted.
Yeah, that is so true because I do a lot of strength training.
Mm-hmm.
I used to play soccer. I done a lot of sports, but now I primarily focus on strength training. And I know I get out of alignment just from like,
Yep.
you're doing squats with a bar and all of that stuff. So
Yep.
all of you guys out there doing strength training, keep that in mind. Chiropractic definitely helps. I feel so much relief,
Love
once
it.
I go in. So,
Yeah.
okay. So you're former athletes. It sounds like you guys were like high school sweethearts.
Almost. We met in college, but pretty close. Yeah.
Oh, okay. College sweethearts and
Mm-hmm.
still like now working together in the same field. I love it. And just helping so many people change their
Yeah.
lives through like these health. healthy practices. I love that. So, tell us, and I know, but just for anyone who's unsure, who are like, what is the demographic for the clients that you take?
So I think it's younger, definitely. I think just because you're right, we're
Mm,
in downtown Fort Lauderdale. So I think the main population I'd say we serve is probably about 25 to 45 to 50. The majority of our patients fall in there. However, now what's happening is our younger patients are starting to have big families. And so we're starting to see more kids in the office. I think we're going to end up becoming more of a family practice. And then we're getting grandparents coming in, the aunts and uncles, and so we're kind of building out more. But I would say for me, probably 25 to 45 is where I'm seeing most of our patients, which I love to be on more of the preventative
yeah.
end because I'm seeing it so often now. I think people's spines are getting worse and worse at such a younger age because of technology. And now we're just glued to the phones. We can't, it's no one's fault. We have to be on our computers, right? Desk jobs. So I'm seeing a lot of women coming in in their mid 20s, mid to late 20s, already starting to have all these things happening, like headaches and neck pain and low back pain and things that are really affecting how they're living their daily life. And so that's really cool. I like being able to work with a younger population because then we can really work on prevention. And I really also enjoy working with all ages. My oldest patient is 90. I joke that she's doing circles around my 30-year-old patients. She's awesome. She travels, she's active, and then she comes in once a month for her adjustment. So I can see all ages, of course.
Wow. I know some really good advice I got at one point, and I think it was probably from a chiropractor, is to try to keep your phone up high when
Yes,
you're looking at it because the leaning down, it has such an effect, right?
it
On
does.
our,
And you can even see it can even start changing the shape of your spine. You might, if we look on x-ray, what's happening with a lot of um, patients is that we're starting to lose the normal neck curvature. It should be like a C-shaped
Mhm.
in our neck. And we actually develop that when we're babies. When we're doing tummy time and we're going into extension, we're developing and forming that cervical curve. And now we're seeing on x-rays that that curve is actually decreasing. So we're having a straightening of the spine and even reversal now. So that's what we're seeing. And it's with young people. I see x-rays of patients who are young 20s already have a reversal of the neck curvature. And then also something that you can see just without x-ray, what you were kind of talking about is even with that phone, right? If we're looking down and we're hunched over, we can actually start getting a little bit of a rounding that develops in the upper part of our back. And you can see that on a lot of female patients I take care of have that already, and they're young.
Wow. Is that where you see like a little hump in the
Mm-hmm.
back?
Yes, it could be from a lot of different things, but definitely one of them is that.
Wow. And we all have
Mm-hmm.
these devices, and I feel like
Yeah.
kids are getting them younger and younger now. So it's like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
the way it's affecting our body is wild. I know you as a chiropractor, you're seeing it even more like pronounced because, for us, we
Yeah.
don't pay attention to those details, but
Mm-hmm.
that is incredible. So, guys, if you're watching this, be mindful of how you're holding your phones,
Yeah.
how your kids hold their phones, the slumping over. And I see kids walking to school, like looking at their phone the entire time. And I'm like, sometimes I'm like, how are they crossing the street? They're on their phone. It's
Exactly.
crazy.
I know, despite it being kind of dangerous, right, for them. But yeah, absolutely. They might not feel the pain now, but it definitely could predispose them to having neck pain in the future. Absolutely. And I think
Wow.
a good tip I always say is for people on whether it be a laptop or any sort of computer. I know it seems obvious, but just making sure we keep that eye level.
Yeah.
Even if you have to they sell these little laptop stands now on Amazon, which are great, or even put a textbook under. But if we can get it up a few inches higher, then we're not straining our neck as much. That really makes a big difference.
Oh, that's good. Okay. So, going into that, what are some common misconceptions that you find that people have about chiropractic?
There's a lot. I think the most common one we get is, well, okay, probably the most common one we get is you don't need or that people don't think they need to be adjusted if they don't have pain. And that could be
Mm.
further from the truth. Really, the majority of our patients that we take care of are coming in for wellness care. So we always say the best adjustments are the ones that you get when you feel good, which is true because we're just really helping to help the body function better and keep it functioning well so we can prevent it from degenerating and obviously getting wear and tear. So that would be my number one thing. Even if you don't feel pain, it's still great to come in and get an assessment and get adjusted, even if it's just 10, 12, 30 times a year, just to always make sure things are in alignment.
Yeah.
Because really, it's a small percentage that, when we have these receptors, right, and nerve receptors that are indicating that we have pain, really those are only 10% of their job is to tell us that we have pain. So they're really doing a lot of other things in our body, right? Keeping our, organs functioning well and all of these other things. So pain is really a small part of what we do. The other part is really making sure that our brain and bodies are working well and that our joints and everything are moving well so we can move well and have good flexibility and circulation. So that's, I think, the biggest misconception we get.
So good. So
Yeah.
good. So you heard the doctor. Doesn't mean you have to be in pain,
No.
right? A lot of us turn to chiropractic after an accident,
Yes.
but it can be a preventative measure. Dr. Emma used it. Her mom was very smart and had
Mm-hmm.
her going at a young age. So
Yep.
definitely for prevention. I want to actually say hi to all the people that joined. So I have Renewed Me, which I know is Logan. Hey, Logan. Hi, Ithaca Brands. Hello, Quadera. Hi, Studio Shaped. Oh, Quadera says, that's a good point. I love that about pain. Yeah, that is so interesting that you said the receptors only 10%
Yep.
is used to give us pain. It's doing so many other things. So we really could be suffering and not even know.
Yeah, like a good thing to remember is pain is the last to show and the first to go. So you think about, I always relate it to the teeth. I mean, in a way we could compare our spine, right? Their bones in our back to the mouth and the teeth. And I think we both probably have had a cavity, right, in our lifetime. And so that before you had, maybe it caused some pain, but you definitely had an issue starting before you had the pain, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, the slow degeneration. And then
Mm-hmm.
when you feel the pain, it's like, whoa,
Yes.
then it went too far.
Then
Yes.
it's an
That's,
emergency situation.
yes.
Yes.
So, okay. Align and Flow is here for preventative measures, guys. Just like how you go to get a cleaning at the dentist, you want to go to a chiropractor and get your adjustments. I love that. What was I going to ask you? I was thinking of your name
Okay.
of your company, Align and Flow. I love that so much. But who came up with that name?
I guess in the end it was me, but we played around with it so much, Michelle. Like, we always joke it was like 6 years in the making because we were in school and we always thought, what are we going to name our, chiropractic office? And we bounced all these ideas, and then of course, some of them were already taken, right? You can't,
Mhm.
you have to have your own unique name. And I actually remember I was on our balcony. Outside, and we had been playing around with so much, and we had Align and Flow on the list, and then we put them together, and it just made sense because I felt like it was all encompassing, where again, obviously the alignment of the spine, right? We want to have the alignment of the spine, and then flow, it's about the flow of the nerve power and the energy flowing through you. A lot of times it's stuck, right? When it can be stuck in so many different ways, but one of them, right, is with like a subluxation or misalignment. So we wanted to represent that with the flow part of just like things are flowing well, the energy's flowing well, power's turned on, and we got the alignment in there. So that's kind of how it came to be, I guess. But
Oh,
we had tried a lot of different combinations.
that so good. And whenever I think of it, like the name of your company, Align and Flow, I think of like you get aligned, and then
Mhm.
I, for some reason, think of yoga where the flow and you're just like so in a relaxed state.
Yes.
So in my mind, that's what I pictured. But now that you shared why you
Mhm.
said that and the energy from
Yep.
the spine doing the thing it's supposed to do, I love that. Okay, I was just curious. I
Well,
was
I'm
like,
glad you
what?
own
I
it.
love. Okay, so as we're closing out, I want you to share, do you have any exciting things coming up? I know something very exciting recently
We
happened.
do, yes. So we're moving into a bigger space. We're going to move into our very own new practice. So we're really excited. We're in the midst of getting that all ready and perfect for our patients. We're hoping just at the end of the month. Our goal is March 31st to have that open and ready, but we'll see how it goes. So we're But we're really excited. And it's going to be right here in downtown Fort Lauderdale. We're right in Flagler Village. So we're just about half a mile from our old office. So we're not too far. And it should be really nice, a great space for our patients to come, feel good, to heal, and we're really excited. And we're going to try to do a big grand opening sometime in April, so I'll keep you posted on that.
Okay, for sure. Oh my gosh, I'm very excited for you guys moving into a bigger space. That means there's growth and expansion, and that's what we want to hear. And I see Q here saying the nerve power and the energy flowing through you. That is what I love about chiropractic care, the focus on that. And then she put whoop whoop on the bigger space, Emma. And she says, I'm there.
Yes.
So yes, we want to know all about the grand opening. For sure, share. I hope you guys promote that on social media, because then I'll share it too for anyone that's like watching this and you're getting to learn about Dr. Emma. Her and her husband are just like the best energy, great place to go and get your chiropractic care for sure. Okay, so that was very exciting. And before I close out, wait, oh, Cordera saying, can she and I get a sneak peek of your space? So I would love to come before the grand opening and so if you're ever there, like, you're going to be there one day, maybe we can stop by because we're in downtown a lot. So
Yes, I would
we're
love
coming
that. We'll have some fun. You can
yes,
definitely get a sneak peek.
or bring some champagne or something. I don't know.
Perfect.
I
We
love
love
it.
it. I know Connor, it's just been some blood, sweat, and tears into that place. Thank God Connor's pretty handy. I'll just say that. So he's been doing a lot of the painting, and I'm lucky. He's been doing a great job.
It's like your baby, right? It's like your baby right now. So that's exciting.
It's
That is so
good.
good. I'm like so excited because
Thank you.
we literally connected last year. Dr. Emma and Dr. Kana joined the network early last year. And to see the growth that you have had in just a year has been phenomenal. Like, grown so much that you outgrew your space and are now going into a new space. I am just so proud of you guys. Honestly, so proud.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So finally, I definitely wanted people to know how they can contact you outside of Instagram
Perfect.
right here. How can they contact you, whether it's website or LinkedIn or email? Let us know.
Yeah, pretty easy. Any of those, our website's pretty easy to get on. It's, alignflow.com. You can get right on it, learn a little bit more. Obviously, there's a lot more information on there. And then, of course, you can book your first appointment right there. Anyone listening to live can definitely, come in for free. We'd love to, offer that for you guys. So anyone on this, if you want to just call, check it out, have any questions. And then our number is also on the website, but I can, obviously share it here. You can text or call that, and we'd be happy to to set something up. And you can obviously come in, get a good assessment and adjustment.
Oh my goodness. Yes, Cordera saying they need to connect with you guys for sure. If you are in that area or even in like a 15, 20-mile radius, this is an amazing couple that is doing amazing work. So thank you so much, Dr. Emma, for joining me, for being a part of our International Women's Month
Thank you
spotlight.
so
Like, your energy, I always love like talking with you, being in, like, when we're in person, I just love her energy because I'm high energy. So together I feel like we're like buzzing by the time we're done.
Yes. No, you have amazing energy too. I always tell Connor, both you and Q, and I always feel my cup is filled up when I'm around you. I always feel good, and we love being part of the network, and it's been so great. And we're so happy and lucky that you've created it. We've been able to connect with so many other great people. So excited to see all the good things that will come.
Yeah. This year is going to be amazing. So stay tuned. Just like we're staying tuned for your grand opening, stay tuned for all the things that we're going to be rolling out this year. It's going to be so exciting, and we want to make sure that you're a part of it. So thank you so much for taking the time with me, and then those who are watching. Thank you, everyone who's on here. So Cordera said this, Dr. Emma is the sweetest, and then she says, Happy Women's Month to you.
You too. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you so much. Take care, Dr. Emma, and tell Dr. Kana I said hi.
I will. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.